Hey everyone, bit of a change this video. So in all the videos so far I've looked at Puma, mainly Puma disc sneakers, things in my collection or shoes that I love, that I just want to get out there because they're not really well documented. They're not really widely seen, to be honest. Um, so today's video is going to be something a little bit different. This is a pair of Reebok trainers, sneakers that is more widely known, has lots of different styles, but has been around for a considerable amount of time now. It was there at the sort of the original sneaker wars with Nike Air. Um, it was like Reebok's answer to that. So you're probably guessing that I'm going to talk about Reebok Pump. Um, Again, very different to my other videos because Reebok Pump, there's so much information out there on it. Lots of blogs, magazine articles, stacks of other videos, pictures. It's a well documented sneaker. Not maybe as much as Nike Air, but up there, very similar. So the one that I'm going to show you today is just something that's in my collection, something that I do really like. I like the style of it. It seems to be very early 90s, late 80s. But again, I'm not going to go into too much detail on it. I'm just going to show the shoe off because, as I said, there's stacks of information out there on this one and lots of videos and other blogs. So I'm just adding to that fabric, I guess. So rather than me waffling, let's have a look at them. So this isn't actually the original. So this is the, and I do wish I had the originals. I'll just pull them down so they're actually in view. In fact, I'll move the box out of the way. You don't need to see that. So this isn't actually the original. This is the Reebok Omni Pump Lite. This was the 2011 reissue of them, but it's in one of the original colours. So one of the original colours was white, predominantly white with black and orange trim, and then you have a black predominantly with white and orange trim. So I went for this pair. Kind of wish I'd gone the other ones. I think the black would have gone with more things, but at the time, really liked these. Again, they didn't just come out in the original colours. They went to town. They had stacks of other colours available, different fabrics as well. You could get leather, you could get like suede effects. But this was just one of the ones. For me, it was iconic. As a kid growing up in the 80s, late 80s, you'd see these, but they just seemed so expensive. They were just out of my reach as a kid. Parents would never buy this sort of sneaker for me because I'd probably wreck them. And they were just too expensive generally. So yeah, it's something as I got older, it's one of those things, guilty little thing you can just sort of buy, guilty pleasure. So this one I haven't worn very many times, to be honest. I probably can't remember the last time I did wear them as well, which is sad to say. But they just have an iconic sort of shape to me, iconic sneaker basically as a high top. Lots of variations of the pump have come out over the years. Some have just failed and gone away. Things like the Omni Lites and Instapump Fury just seem to be around. They still keep making them. It's a shape that just isn't going to go away. They're still popular. Some of the styles might not be as popular as others, but this one, absolutely love. Just classic view. So again, just wanted to show it off. Just something different to the Puma Disc videos I put out there. It's not just all about Puma Disc for me, although I do love Puma Disc. There are other sneakers, other shapes in there that I just find like iconic and just great to have. This is one of them. And again, these are still out there. These are still made. I actually looked on the Reebok site today, and they do have a number of these. Not these colours, different colours, but they're actually having a big sale on at the minute. And it's one of those sites where they do have some really amazing sales. And that's where you can pick up some real bargains sometimes. Obviously, some of the shapes, some of the tie-ins they do, they go faster, as you can expect with anything. But it is something that I think is affordable. They're still expensive. They're still probably, price-wise, the same price as when I was a kid, which tells you something that, there's still a high-end sneaker. But, yeah, there are some bargains out there. And eBay, again, other auction sites, you can pick up some of these, even older versions, boxed, fresh, completely new, unsealed or untouched. Some others have been worn like these very few times and in good condition. So they are out there and available. But for me, this is just one of my favourites. As a kid, it was sort of Nike Air Max Classics and these. That is something I coveted at the time. And yeah, I just wanted to show them off. And for anyone who hasn't seen these, I'd be surprised if you like sneakers and you haven't seen them. But if you haven't, I think they're just something great to look at, great to look into. the whole ethos behind the pump, the originality of it. Yeah, might seem like a gimmick, but a very original one at that. Much like Puma Disc, much like Nike Air. I just think they look great. So that's the Reebok Pump Omni Lites, 2011 reissue, but based on the originals from many years before. So a great pair of shoes, and yeah, hopefully you like them. Thanks for watching.